Hey everyone, so in honor of my upcoming contest, for those of you who are like, what contest? I'm doing a contest in honor of hitting the 100 plus subscriber mark, which I am so grateful for. And I thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to put a link at the end of this video so that you can check that out. And if you do decide to enter, please send all responses to the contest video, not this video. With that said, this is my wearable spring flower inspired look. And it's actually inspired by a flower bed that I have in the front of my house that after winter and all the snow has melted, right at the beginning of spring, there's always a small patch of tulips that come up. And they're just the most beautiful purple with orange and yellow on the inside, and they just make me so happy because it comes after a long gloomy winter, and it really just signifies the beginning of spring. So if you like this look, stay tuned, keep watching, and the prize video I will make as soon as I get all the prizes in. Okay? Alright, stay tuned, and if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Alright, as usual, I've already primed my eye with Urban Decay Primer Potion. And to start, I'm going to go in with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Yellow. And we're just going to put that right on the inside of our tear duct. I'm going to dab it on there. And this is just going to act as a base because I really want that inner corner to pop. And then we're just going to gently kind of, you don't want to rub it per se, but blot it so it blends in with your skin in that area. Next, I'm going in with NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in orange. I know my pencil looks a mess, I'm sorry. And we're just going to put that the next fourth of the lid. I don't want to go in too far, but just enough. And this is pretty pigmented, so just a little bit, it'll go a long way. And we're going to blend that out. And it's okay if it hits the yellow because we want those colors to mesh nice together anyhow. Okay, once you have that blended, I'm going to go in with a small contour brush, my usual crown brush, and I'm going to grab just a bright yellow color. Any yellow that you have will work. I happen to be using shimmery shadows today, but if you prefer matte, go for it. So I'm going to pick up some of that yellow right on that brush. Tap off any excess, and we're just going to get right on that inside corner. And this is really going to make our eye pop. It's really going to brighten everything up. I'm just dabbing it in. And don't be afraid to go on that lower lash line a bit. I'm going to grab a little bit more, and I'm just going to bring it up on that lid a little bit higher. Don't worry about it being too perfect because we're going to blend it in with our orange color. Okay, now I'm going to go in with just a flat shader brush. This is a NYX brush, and I'm going to grab just an orange color, and we're going to put that right where that yellow left off. I don't even know if it'll read orange in the camera. It might even just look like a brighter yellow. We're going to put that right where that yellow left off and blend it outward. You're going to bring it out towards the middle of your eye, but you want to leave that last corner free of color because that's where we're going to place our purple. And we're just patting this on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same round contour brush, and you're going to grab a purple color, any purple that you want. Nice bright purple. And we're just going to fill out that outer V area. And don't be afraid to saturate that. You really like to build that color up. You're staying right in that corner. And you want the saturation to be mostly in the corner, but you are going to blend it into that orange a little bit. So if the colors overlap, that's okay. I'm going to bring that up a little bit into that crease. And we're going to bring it all the way in. Now, again, I'm going to stop. If you have a hooded lid or a mono lid that doesn't have the separation, or you have that excess skin where there's not so much lid space, you want to stop the purple color about 2/3 of the way in. You don't want to bring it all the way down. Again, that gives you the illusion of having a bigger eye and the separation. So if you have an almond shaped eye like mine and it has, you have a lot of lid space, go ahead and bring that color all the way down. If not, you want to stop 2/3 of the way in. And once I have it on there saturated pretty well, I'm going to go in with my smoky brush from NYX. This is my favorite blending brush. This will be in the prize pack, by the way. And you're just going to soften out those edges. And try to stay mostly on the edge, because if you bring the brush over the color, then you wipe out some of the saturation. You may end up going back and putting more anyhow, but you really want to focus on the edges. And don't be afraid to take it in and lightly rub it over the edge of the orange and the purple so that they mesh well together. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen up that edge, and I'm just going to bring it down a little bit so that it hits our lower lash line. But you only want to bring it on that first third, because what we're going to do is we're going to mirror the colors that we have up here. So it's going to be purple, orange, and then yellow. Okay, I'm going to clean off that brush, just wiping it off on a makeup wipe. Then I'm going to go in with the same yellow we use on the inside of our tear duct. We're just going to deepen that first third a little bit, drawing it inward. And then grabbing the same orange color that we used and putting that right in between the two colors. And you want to make sure that they all blend together. You don't want to see where one stops and the other one begins. You still want to see a separation of color, but where the one stops and the one begins, that area should be blended well. And lastly, I'm just going to go in with a highlight shade. I'm just using that off-white bone color from the 28 Neutral palette. It's my favorite highlighting shade. The highlighter shade is obviously, well, if you're familiar with the 28 Neutral palette, it's a matte color. I kept it matte because everything else on the lid is much more shimmery. I'm just putting that right underneath of our brow. I'm blending that slightly with the top part of that purple. And that's it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my liner, my lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished my eyes. What I did is I applied Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black on my lids. On my waterline and my tight line, I used Urban Decay 24/7 waterproof liner in 0. I also applied some false lashes. And for my eyes, that's about it. What I'm going to do for my cheeks is I'm going to use 2 colors out of the NYX makeup palette number S101. I was going to put them in the prize pack, but they're sold out of them at the moment, so I don't know if they're going to get them back in stock or not. But I'm going to find another palette to put in there, so I'll see what I can do. So I'm going to take some of the first color, just that first bronzy color in the palette, and I'm going to hit my cheeks, just the top part, give them a little bit of definition. This is our final look. Like I said, they were inspired by the tulips that come up in the beginning of spring in my little flower bed in the front of my house. But this would be considered a wearable look entry. As soon as I get all the prizes in for the contest, I will do a prize video so you know exactly what you're working towards. Again, thank you so much to all my subscribers, new and old, and those to come. I'm really looking forward to making more videos. So no baby yet, still numb in the hands, but I'm gonna keep working. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care.